Greetings everyone, Free here. Welcome to the Demo Hub. In today's demo, we're going to take a look at a fascinating tool called 5x. 5x Data. As it says, 5x helps teams in the modern data space build data platforms without building anything. Very fascinating. We're going to dive in, unpack the tool, and orient yourself around the capability. Now, before we jump into 5x Data, let's take a look at the modern data stack as it stands today. If you do a quick search on Google or anywhere, you see the modern data stack is definitely getting increasingly complex. There is no shortage of tools available for teams to choose from. Now, more tools means more options, but more options means more complexity, more confusion, more time spent making the decision on what tool to choose for what function within your modern data stack. So for ingestion, tons of tools to choose from. For transformations, for processing, for visualization. And this could be very complex and confusing for teams that want to be lean and focus on solving their business problems as opposed to going out and selecting tools or signing contractor agreements with the different vendors for the different functionalities. So 5x Data is playing in that space of going out and building this platform, making those agreements, and simply providing the tool options for you to use. The analogy I'll give here before we jump in right into the demo is think about making a pancake. There are two approaches. You can go out and can buy all the ingredients you need, buying your flour, your egg, your sugar, or whatever goes into making the pancake, and you can come home and make the pancake yourself. Well, another approach is to go out and to buy a pre-mixed pancake. So somebody has already bought all the flours and the sugar and figure out the recipe, mixed up everything, and all you have to do is add water and your pancake is pretty much ready to go. Depending on your specific needs, these tools can meet you where you are. And that's what's very fascinating about this space of tools like 5x Data or Mozart Data that is coming out to provide this collection of or this stack of ready-made data tools for you to pick and accelerate your time to development. That said, let's jump into the demo of 5x Data. So once we log in, we'll walk on with the screen that looks like this. To quickly orient yourself around the layout. Here on the left is the navigation pane. In the middle is a canvas. Of course, you can book a demo with the team if that's necessary. To the right here are some configurations. Let's actually go back to the platforms, look at the integrations. Within the modern data space, there are tons of tools that perform different functionalities you're going to need to build up the Lego blocks of your modern data stack. So talking about Snowflake for your core data warehouse, Fivetran, for example, for integration, dbt for modeling, preset for BI, Lightdash is coming soon for your front end or analytics, similar to Looker. I call it the open source version of Looker. There is Sigma, HighTouch, Mixpanel, you name it. Now, each of these tools by themselves requires you to talk with the sales team, get an account, have a contractor agreement with them, and billing as well. But 5x is having those relationships with these tools. As a user, if I want Fivetran as an example for my integration, you simply set up this vendor and 5x would take care of setting up this for you. And this becomes available within your platform. Let's go back to the next one here. Let's say Snowflake, you need Snowflake and you want to set up this vendor, and you can go in and request that and they have this set up for you. At least as far as I understand what this is doing, you don't directly have a contractual agreement with Snowflake. 5x takes care of that. So if you think about the proliferation of these tools within the modern data space, tons and tons of tools currently and more coming up every single day. You can focus on having one interaction with 5x Data, and then they go out and manage all those relationships with the different vendors and the different capabilities for you. They definitely have a point of view and the recommendation for best of breed tools. So for example, data warehouse is Snowflake. There might be tons of data warehouses out there, but Snowflake really is a gold standard. So that's what they have in their mix. dbt is kind of similar way for transformations. And for the BI space, there's a little bit more options in there like Lightdash or Looker or Sigma, but they go out and they have those relationships. So you as a team looking to be lean and mean, not having to worry about signing agreements and talking to salespeople, 5x can go out and do that for you. So a very fascinating concept, a very fascinating approach. Like I said, a few players in this space like Mozart Data are all taking this approach of giving analytics or giving the modern data stack as a service. So you have the stack, and all you have to do is just focus on solving your business problems. Now, after doing some research on the company, they also do have the ability to staff up your teams. Not only do they have the stack ready to go, but if you need special skill sets, say for folks who are good at DBT or folks who are good at Looker or Sigma, you can go out and hire those folks yourself. But they have the concept of a pod model that you can tap into the pod, bring in resources to augment your team and to develop the use cases you're trying to develop. And as the things change over time, you can either add to that pod or reduce the pod based on the dynamics of your business or what is happening within the business at a particular point in time. So during development, you might need more resources. When things go to production and it's just maintenance, you can scale that back down. And 5x Data would be responsible for managing that pod for you, tapping into their pool of resources from across the globe. And a very fascinating concept, I would say. Now it's just a matter of how they execute on that. So hopefully, this gives you a quick orientation around 5x Data. Here is a link to the website. All of this will be left in the description below. Again, helping teams accelerate their time to value by providing a ready-made, ready-to-go data stack. You pick and choose what you want within your data stack. They make that available for you. You pay one bill to 5x Data, and they're responsible for managing the stack behind the scenes for you. And all you have to do is really focus on solving your business problems. Guys, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this is relevant. As always, we explore, we highlight tools within the modern data space to orient you, to help with your decision making so you know exactly what's available out there, what it does, and how that could be useful for you or for your team. If this was relevant, do like it, share this with somebody that might get value out of it. As always, this has been Through with Demo Hub, and I'll see you in our next demo.